Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It is in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any of our platforms. Please reach out to me for pricing. I am tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today we're discussing a delightful early 2000s limited edition 299-piece stainless steel Blancpain Leman Flyback Chronograph Monaco Yacht Show edition, part of a series of limited editions associated with the prestigious Monaco Yacht Show in the early 2000s. This model is the very popular 2100 series case that was launched in the late 1990s, forming the basis for the Le Mans series. And of course, the 2100 is a sports watch case, but this is not a 50 fathoms, proving there is more to Blancpain sports watches than the famous dive watch. So 100 meters water resistant in stainless steel. It's a beautifully wearable, 38 millimeters in diameter, measures only 11.8 millimeters thick, 43 millimeters lug to lug, and for the size and the period, a surprisingly broad 20 millimeters between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and you can see it wears well. The strap, which is rubber and leather, starts out very stiff, so it's constricting my wrist a little bit, but make no mistake, there's a huge amount of clearance on each side of the lugs, and once broken in, this strap and this watch will fit on a wrist as small as 13 centimeters in circumference. Yes, 13 if your wrist is oval. You can see the watch is fairly flat and also sloped of bezel, so it'll slide underneath the dress cuff. The strap's a handsome piece. It is rubber-coated leather, meaning it is considerably more water resistant and will last a much longer time despite water exposure than conventional leather. It is bolstered to give it a little bit of volume adjacent to the lugs. Monotone stitch, rubber on both sides, folded edge, and as you can see, no crimping, no gouging, a brand new Blancpain factory strap. We have a folding clasp. It's a single fold. You can see it's satinated and branded outboard, polished and branded inboard. You tuck the strap in. There's a pin that holds the strap in place, and once closed, the excess length hides under the clasp and the strap. Very clean. There's no visible excess strap and no need for strap minders. And if you're wondering, well, what are those? These are strap minders. This watch doesn't need them because of the architecture of the clasp. Now, the case is all satinated, subdued to resist glare. You can see that we have lugs broken out from the case, so they read as separate structures. It's not as dramatic as a longa with the notch between the case and the lug, but you can see there is a crease between case and lug. There's branding and profile, very common across Blancpain model lines. Everything's satinated. You can see the bezel is double-domed, twin gadroon, and circular satinated all the way around. We have a combination of media blasting and satin on the crowns. They're all screw-downs. This watch is 100 meters water-resistant, and you can see in profile at 9 o'clock, there's a little case knife notch built in there by the watchmaker for dismantling. That's what that little space is. It is called a case knife notch. The dial is matte black. You can see there are dropped profiles for the registers, as well as a dropped hour track outboard featuring polished individual hour indices and Arabic numeral 12. If you look at the hands, though, you can see there's subdued, grained, and matte finished silver. So they're varnished a sort of pebbly or sandpaper-like silver. We'll turn the light out, and you can see that in the dark, not only are the hour, minutes, and chronograph seconds hands loomed, but actually the sub-register hands are also loomed, which is a nice treatment right there. You have the shield of Monaco and the marquee of the Monaco Yacht Show down at 6 o'clock. We have a flyback chronograph system, so reset and restart without first stopping. That's the advantage of the flyback. You can restart and time events that occur in rapid succession when there's just not time to stop, reset, and restart. Now, although this Frederic Piguet movement does not feature a hacking seconds function, it does have a quick set date. Taking a look at the reverse side, you can see the caliber F185. This is the same movement that's used in 50 fathoms flyback chronographs, and frankly, it works a lot better in a watch this size because it is a small caliber designed for traditionally sized watches. Here we have a hand and glove fit of movement to case. Now, taking a quick look, you can see unidirectional automatic winding with a 40-hour power reserve, 37 pivot joules, chronometer style 5-position adjustment. It features a column wheel, which you can see in action. It also features a vertical clutch, which means the chronograph seconds hand always engages without any jump or stagger, because vertical clutches have no free play. The column wheel gives it a very crisp and positive feel. It all beats away at 6 beats per second, or 3 hertz. And if you want to leave your chrono running full-time, because of the vertical clutch, you can do that because the vertical clutch entails no additional wear and tear. The 5-position adjustment's impressive and exhaustive. That's what you'll find on a chronometer and a lot of high horology watches like Lange and Vacheron. You can see the beveling is excellent. It's not quite at Patek Philippe levels, but it's very close. And you can see we have beautiful luminous Côte de Genève across the rotor, as well as the winding bridge, and then the bridges below that feature engine turning. All screw heads are black polished with chamfered slots in circumference. There's still more engine turning on the base plate, satination on the wheels, and the regulator cap. It is a really nice looking movement. And I can tell you that the beveling on the rotor is among the best I've seen. You can clearly see that part was artisanally crafted. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.